kill them all at dawn. Every bride, every morning, until there were no women left, except one who volunteered. She walked into the chamber of the king, who wore his wound like a wedding ring. Betrayed by love, he swore no woman lives past sunrise. That's the price his mercy gives. She didn't beg, she didn't run, she didn't weep. She didn't draw a blade or try to creep. She sat beside the man who'd kill at dawn and whispered, let me tell you what went wrong. Not with his life, not with his trust, not with the kingdom turning into dust, but with the story, the one he tells himself, that every woman's poison on the shelf. She said, I know a better story, king, and if you let me, I will make it sing. But dawn is coming and the tale's not done. You'll have to let me live to hear what comes. 1,000 nights she held the gate, with nothing but a voice and faith. No sword, no army, no escape, just words suspended and the king would wait. Scheherazade, Scheherazade, a story is a sharper blade than any sword a king has made. She turned the executioner to audience. Night when she told a merchant's end of gin, of bottles holding demons trapped within. But when the demon raised his sword to strike, she stopped and dawn was breaking silver light. The king said, finish it tomorrow night. And Death stepped back one story, held it tight. Night two, night three, she wove them end to end. Each tale inside a friend, a fisherman, a princess, 40 thieves, Aladdin's lamps in bed upon the seas. But underneath the magic and the gold, a deeper story quietly was told, about a king who heard because he loved, who killed because he couldn't get enough of proof that he was right to be afraid. So she gave him proof he wasn't. Night by night by night, every cliffhanger was a gate that couldn't close. Every morning he needed what she knows. The story was the medicine disguised as entertainment for a broken mind. 1,001 nights she held the door, with nothing but her voice and nothing more. No shield except the need to know what's next. The human gate that opens for what's complex. Scheherazade, Scheherazade, she read the books, the poems, the charades. She'd studied everything that could be known, then used it all to save herself alone. Here's what they don't tell you about the 1,001 nights. She wasn't just surviving, she was teaching him. Every tale she chose, justice, restraint, fidelity, the abuse of power. She was showing him his own reflection in 1,000 different mirrors. The merchant who was cruel and lost everything, the king who was just and gained the world, the djinn who was trapped and learned compassion, the lover who was faithful and was rewarded. She never said, you are the villain. She never said, stop killing us. She let the story say it, because the gate doesn't open for accusations. The gate opens for mysteries. The gate opens for what happens next. That's R2, that's the thalamic gate. It opens for novelty, it opens for unresolved tension, it opens for the need to know. She held it open for 1,001 nights. 1,000 nights she held the world together, with nothing but a voice and words like weather. She changed the climate of a tyrant's heart, not with force but with the storyteller's art. Scheherazade, Scheherazade, the woman with 1,000 blades. Each one a story, each one a fight the wound. She told its stories till it healed itself. And on the 1002nd morning, when she had no more stories left, the king looked at her and said, I don't need another story. I need you. Because the story was never the point. The point was the listening. The point was the gate staying open long enough for the heart to remember what it was like before the wound.